So it's been quite a while since I have updated, but I've done a whole lot of painting, a whole lot of drawing, and I've been experimenting as well, which has been so great. I was using Caran d'Ache all the time and I kept on forgetting that it's water soluble, so when I put it on and then I put inks on and water, it just drips, and then it used to annoy me because I wanted it to stay where it was, but now I just use oil pastels if I want it to stay. But this time I thought, let me try using the Caran d'Ache and using it in this messy stage to add for the background colors instead of just using inks for the background, and wow, I love it. Why was I not doing this before? So that's gonna be a new element to my beginning stages, and it just makes it look so much better and so much more finished. It's blocked in all the colors that I want to use, and it's given me a very good foundation. I also did a little bit on this one as well. This one I drew in the tigers, but that one at the top, oh my gosh, it took me forever, and then I started procrastinating for ages and ages because I just was so frustrated. But it's always the tigers that I have the biggest breakthroughs with. Maybe it's because I find them the hardest to draw, so maybe I should stop. No, I shouldn't stop. I should continue and get better and better. But I feel like there's still something missing because all of my pieces, it has a human element in there, whether it's a full person or like hands or something, and this one is just purely animals. And then there's a massive section where there's nothing but ocean. So I'm gonna work on the source again and try to add in some human elements somewhere, even if it's just hands or a foot or something, I don't know. And then this guy up here, he needs to get to this stage where I start with the acrylic washes. I've just done making it in spray paint, so I need to work on that one a lot more. But I'm thinking for this week I'm going to aim to finish these two pieces. This one I'm doing for my live stream, which is starting in like 40 minutes or so. I'm going to call Trinity at exactly 6:30, so we've got a bit of time, like 6 minutes left. As soon as I finish talking with Trinity, we're going to FaceTime. It's the first time I'm meeting her face to face, and then as soon as we finished our meet, then we are going to do the live stream together. So I felt it was best that we get to speak to each other first and actually meet each other and, you know, vibe, and then make a quick plan of what we're going to do for the live stream. I've written down a few questions that I can ask during the live stream just in case, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to vibe and it's just going to flow really well. I already prayed as well just now that it'll run smoothly, because sometimes these things live can have some glitches and there's no editing with this. But I found I really actually enjoy watching people paint live and just seeing like the slow process. There's no cuts or edits or anything. It's not sped up so that it's not you taking down like 4 hours and put it into like 5 minutes or something. There's none of that. So I really find that enjoyable, and I think I will continue to do these live painting stuff. The only lives that I've really done on Instagram have been with my girl Angie, but that was a long time ago, and so I thought, yeah, I need to bring that back and do some more live streams and definitely do some live paintings. I think the next one I'm going to do it by myself and just have it more focused on me actually painting instead of the focus being on chatting and showing you everything. But this one I really want to show our processes and chat with each other, ask questions and give tips and stuff. In the other one that I do, I will still allow sections where I stop painting so I can answer questions and stuff. But for the most part, I think I just want it to be like a live paint with me. So that'll be really fun. I have 3 minutes, so I'm so excited. I'm going to call Trinity now and let me get some music set up for the background, because I don't want us to be painting without anything in the background. I kind of want to be in my right brain, kind of still, be in my right brain as much as I can. But I have a fun playlist on YouTube that I enjoy listening to, some chill music that I have playing quietly in the background. So let's get that up. Point And they're asking Trin if you have a YouTube.
I don't, but I really want to make one. I'm thinking about making one because I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so I will let you know. I'll probably like post on my story, like if I ever make one.
That'd be so cool.
Name of it. I do have a YouTube channel, but I just don't post like videos.
Yeah. You just use it to watch.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, when you do, if you do, I'll subscribe. I'll be one of your first subscribers.
Thank you.
No worries. Hello. Yes, I'm in my coat again. It's actually really comfy wearing this, so yeah. It is Friday today and I had a bit of a slow morning. I was so tired last night. I went to bed after midnight. I was just so in my painting zone, and that has hands down from the beginning of this year been the longest that I've ever spent painting. Literally from the morning, early hours of the morning, like around 6 till after midnight, I have been painting and obviously preparing myself for the live stream, which we were then doing some more painting, which was so fun. And it's on my Instagram, which is just Nia, if you want to go and give it a watch. And we'll definitely be doing some more of that. I'll definitely also be doing some more live painting and stuff because I just think that's really fun. I'm gonna do a version for YouTube, so I'll just like post in my Instagram or something for anyone to ask me any questions, and I have some different topics as well, or you can leave some topics down in the comments under this video that you would like for me to talk about, and I'm going to do not a live painting, but I'll be answering some questions as I'm painting, and I'll do like maybe a 30-minute paint with me video that I can upload, and like a chatty one, just doing a Q&A, so that would be really fun. And yeah, so now that it is almost 2 o'clock now, which kind of makes me really sad because I feel like Fridays just go very quickly, and it's kind of like a wrapping down of the week, so I don't really find Fridays that fun because of that. But I'm gonna have to change my mindset about Fridays and really use this feeling as a motivation to work even more and on my art, because I don't want to go back to my full-time job that I don't like. So I'm using these feelings as motivation to just put everything into what I'm doing at the moment. So I have written out my power statement finally. I have had that on my to-do list for a little bit. So I've written out my power statement, and I'm going to stick this on my easel. I have it written down on my computer, and I'm just going to put it on different areas, and I'm even going to put one on the back of my door in my room, so that way I'm always looking at it, and whenever I see it I just say it out loud to really like help me with my goals. And then I even wrote out a whole thing of my goals. I typed it on my computer as well. So I have 4 main goals that I want to achieve. I've put when I'm going to start working on them, which is this month, and I put my deadline to be at the end of March when I graduate, because all of these goals that I have are to enable me to be able to do art and do YouTube full-time. Well, YouTube is a part of my art career, so I guess art full-time. Then I've got an action plan of steps that I need to do, and I've written down what days that it falls into my timetable that I will be able to do those things. And I've written down a whole list of benefits of why I should be doing them, so that way if I feel like, oh, I don't feel like I want to do it, then I know, okay, well, I have to because these are all the reasons why. Then I have a section where I've written my motivation, so those are like little treats and stuff that I will give myself once I've achieved those goals. And it's pretty much just getting new art supplies and stuff, because art supplies is my fuel. Like, I love buying art supplies, and instead of just me just buying art supplies whenever I want to, I'm actually going to hold off on that and save it for a treat that I will give myself once I've achieved my goals. Obviously, I still have to buy canvases, so I can't use that as a treat. That is, except one canvas that I really want to get is 72 by 48, and it's a massive canvas, and I am going to use that as my treat for when I've accomplished some of my bigger goals. And then I have a section that says overcoming potential setbacks, so that I've written down all of the nitty-gritty things that I will need to do in order to stop myself from having any setbacks. So the more I implement those things, which is things that I need to be doing anyway, it stops me from not being able to achieve my goals, because I can't use an excuse, well, I don't have this, well, you should have done this and that, in order to not be in this position where you can't work towards your goals. So I'm happy that I've got this written out now. I'm also going to stick it somewhere where I can see it often, but it pretty much already falls into my timetable. But it just makes it so much easier for me to start writing my schedule in my planner, which I use constantly. And I have reminders on my laptop and phone that go off. I've written down literally all the days. Everything is scheduled, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing all the time. And when it comes to me like planning for the next week in more detail should I say, because I've already planned all the way up until end of February, March. So I'll just go through my goals, my action plan, and then really get to the nitty-gritty of, okay, today I'm going to do this, today I'm going to work on this bit and stuff like that. So yes, I already know what I'm going to be doing, but I think because I haven't done any painting yet and I have used this time now to work on some other things that I needed to do, I'm going to do a bit more painting, and then in the evening I'm going to prepare everything that's going to happen for next week, because I am doing another production week, and I want to do a production week every month. So each month moving forward I'm going to do one production week, because I want to be making 16 paintings a month, which is a lot. It's way more than we're actually supposed to need for portfolio. And as I said before, not everything I'm going to use for my portfolio, but I just want to get into these habits of just creating art and stuff, because it also goes along with the goals that I have. And if I want to be able to replace my income and then make extra, then I will need to be making even more art and have them at varying price points. So I have my bigger pieces, like the 2 paintings a week. Those ones are going to be my big pieces that I have at a higher price point, and then I have my smaller production pieces which will be at a lower price point, so I can sell those a lot quicker. Hopefully that's the goal. Anyway, I have a whole bunch of these circle canvases. I actually did a whole video for this. Oh no, I forgot to film. Anyway, yeah, I did a haul for this. So I'm just going to be using these circle canvases. There's 6 for my production week, and I might 6, 7, 8. Well, that's 4 less than I would like for production, but we'll see what's going to happen. These are going to be my main ones, and I've already scribbled down a few ideas. Yeah, sneaky peeks of what I want the theme to be, which I'm so excited. So I'm going to make some sources later on today and prepare my canvases tomorrow, because I want to start on Sunday, and I'm going to be starting in exactly the same way that I started my last production week, which is where I did a little bit every day. I collaged one day, then the next day, you know, and I'll follow that same kind of thing. Actually, I don't really need to prepare the canvases because there's nothing I'm doing the collage on Sunday. So yes, okay. Right, now it's time to get back to painting. I'll show you what I did last night because I didn't actually share. So I did a lot on this piece, and this one I worked pretty much consistently during the live stream. I've done a bit of that layer now, so I'm gonna really work on this one today, and this one and this one. These three I'm really gonna work on because I really like them. And then at some point I need to do a lot more on this guy because it will look really good once it's finished, and at the moment I'm just like, it really needs more to it. And then this one I'll be working on the week after next week, after production week, and then this one as well after production week. So amazing. Finished with today's session of painting. I've done quite a lot actually, and now that I stand back, I'm actually liking where they're going. Also added some sketchy textures on this piece. So I've just been interchanging from the three because I was kind of getting a little bit bored with them. Sometimes I get a little bit, not bored, but I just want to see progress somewhere. And I started doing the hair. So still have a lot to do. I did the first layers of this now, which is great. And I'm loving using the Caran d'Ache with water. I'm so happy that I figured that out now. And I actually want to get way more so I can get some more colors, because it just makes the most beautiful drips and it blocks in the colors perfectly. And I think I might leave some of this there because it just looks so great. Yeah. So I'm going to turn in for the night and I'll do some more painting tomorrow. To end this vlog here. I didn't actually prepare any of my canvases because I realized from this week I found that I actually enjoy drawing first and then collaging. So tomorrow we are going to draw everything, and then the day after that we are going to do the collage, and then we'll just go from there. But I'll start a whole new vlog for week 37. So yeah. What else do I need to say? Nothing. Okay. I'm making myself laugh. So I was just editing last week's vlog and did a little bit of the horse on this big piece, but we were going to be working on them as and when. I'm giving myself 3 weeks to finish everything behind me, and then we'll move on to the next 6 paintings for the remaining 3 weeks of portfolio section. So that's very exciting, and no pressure to finish 2 paintings a week, seeing as I'm going to be working on them all at the same time. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.